Good afternoon. I can't see anybody out there, but if anybody is out there, I think there are a few of you, I want to welcome you all to this session. I hope you enjoy it. First of all, a little correction. I am the founder of TIDES, but the Momentum Conference was actually founded by my colleague Idalise Malave, who ran the TIDES Foundation for 11 years, and this was one of her wonderful contributions. We have retooled it, however, as Bob was suggesting, to really create a forum for the exploration of ideas. Ideas really drive change. If any of you have read A Problem from Hell, Samantha Power's really wonderful book about the awful topic of genocide, she tells the story of Raphael Lemkin, the refugee who came to this country in the 20s, I believe, and he really drove the creation even of the term genocide, and he drove it all the way through the adoption of the UN resolution. He died, of course, before the US ratified that charter, but nonetheless, his simple idea, monitoring this atrocity that was happening in that period of time, led to what is now a very different understanding in the international community about what can happen and permissibly in the relationship between government and those governed. It's really something like that shows so clearly just the impact of new ideas. Momentum is exactly what Bob was describing. It's about ideas, about policy ideas, about strategic ideas, and about new tools that we can use to advance the progressive agenda. So what's very important to understand about momentum is that it is singularly an out-of-beltway experience. It is not about Washington or cheerleading or even not the progressive movement here, but it's more about exploring ideas. We put together a gathering of over 300 half donors or close to that and half leaders of nonprofit organizations, and we use this unique format which really invites speakers to concentrate their thinking and to present it in a very tight format of 15 to 18 minutes. And we're going to demonstrate that to you today. At our conference, we also create ample open space for all of the absent opportunities for comments or questions from the audience. And so we try to incorporate both needs, but in a different way. And the other thing about Momentum is we try to have fun in the process, and we try to emphasize culture as well as the more didactic parts of our experience. So here's a sampler. I hope you like it. There'll be 3 speakers. Each will take 15 to 18 minutes, present their ideas, and then they will leave the stage, and I'll come up and introduce the next. The first, I am delighted to introduce Professor Lawrence Lessig. He addressed Momentum last year in late July, introducing some new thinking of his. He's a brilliant legal scholar, just moving from Stanford to Harvard, and he is, if you know the terms net neutrality, perhaps, or Creative Commons, which is the new licensing mechanism. You'll see it on the slideshow if you saw it earlier of our Momentum. He is a brilliant contributor to the progressive way of thinking on complex subjects. I'm delighted to introduce him because he is taking on a new subject, corruption in Washington. Professor Lessig.